Hello, everybody. Late as usual. I know. I said 10 o'clock, and it's 10:37 where I'm at. Um, it's let me just put it to y'all right now. This has been a wild as frick week right now. I'll be a little quiet in the stream, so kind of jack your volumes up, everyone, if you're trying to listen, or put some headphones in, because I'm gonna have to talk kind of low. Family's trying to sleep right now, and y'all probably wondering why I haven't gone in here and done a live stream this afternoon, and it was a lot of fun stuff happening. Lots of fun stuff happening. We'll just put it like that. Anyway, I'm Badger Wild. Welcome back to the crashed red ship scenario, where last time we had a crap ton of refineries now built. We are able to refine and build far more expansively, and I need to hook this system up to the rest of the system. Which is the fun part. Which shouldn't be very hard. I should just have to put like a cross tie in here. Let me check my inventory real quick. What I got? I've got steel plates. We can do that right now. And I thought I would just explain to everyone kind of what's going on. People already filing in, which is awesome. That shows the community notes works, at the very least. At the very least, I can get community notes to work with y'all. So anyway, I have been in a real... As Burt Reynolds in Smokey and the Bandit said, that's a real shitty situation. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. A massively crappy situation. So, currently, my sewer is not working at the moment. What the heck have we got? Oh, I forgot about all these. And the doors. Dear Lord, what were we doing? Anyway, I, I left for Florida, visited some family. Came back. What'd I find? Oh, everything has basically gone to pot right now. We're out of nickel. That's right. We need a nickel ore for some stuff. Huh. Hope that I got the motors I need for that. Let's see if I got the motors. For at least that one. No, I don't. Good Lord, that's horrible. Okay, so we're going to have to go get some magnesium, apparently. Let's see. Your thing was late. That is crappy. Yes, Carl Burner in the chat, everyone. Telling everyone how it is. 4 people automatically in. Y'all are really liking the afternoon live streams. I think what I'm going to do with the live streams is my kid is going to be going to school. I may do a morning, a lunch, and a nightly live stream. That way we can get this little build along and get out of here quicker. But so let me explain what's happened here. Our sewer system in our area has to be unique. It's not most of your sewer systems in the United States are gravity fed, which is it's very easy to get the sewer to work. We just tilt it slightly, and it just all the crap flows out towards the main line, and that line is slightly tilted, and it flows out towards a lagoon or something, and then or to like a reservoir, and then that pumps into like a lagoon or a cistern or an oxygenator or something like that. Treatment plant basically is where it goes to. And we're not on that type of system. We have to run on what is a vacuum pressure system. Very, very bad system to be on if you're going to be doing this. We're going to take the A-wing out real quick. We're going to go check out that nice thing while I talk to you guys, because y'all going to want to hear all this bull crap I'm dealing with today. It's amazing. So 6 here, I think that turns on. Does that work? 5 and 4 and 3. Ah, good. There's our nickel and ice. We're just going to go over here real quick and get something. Won't be here long tonight. Got to do the sleep thing here in a bit. Yes, Carl. That's what I'm saying. Some people can't get on the. I noticed that there was a lot of people talking in the chats a lot, saying that they were having difficulty watching because in some areas, y'all are in Europe, I believe some of you are. Oh, you have no idea how bad it sucks, man. This is going to absolutely enrage you right now. Like what's going on in England right now, in Britain, I understand those people intimately, okay? You have no idea. It's like no kids have been Minecrafted, but somebody is gonna snap at some point where I'm at. And the worst part is we have a lot of freaking guns in this area of the country. It is wild. So anyway, back to our back to what I was saying. The we had a group of people that were running our sewer. Our sewer is county, which means we have a group of people running it, and somehow or another, we let one guy get in charge of all of it, and he has now been gotten for embezzlement. And if you think that's the worst of it, oh no, it gets far worse than that. He embezzled all of the money for our sewer fund, basically. And after embezzling the money, he turned around. He got caught eventually in an audit. Now, after he's been caught in the audit, the it's now been handed over to a local city who's nearby. We do not want this city running our utilities. It's something I don't want them doing. No one in my area wants them doing. We live in a small township. Me and my wife do. We used to live inside this town, and we don't live there anymore. Okay, looks like I can easily find this area here. I'll just not even worry about that right now. But so what happens in all stupidity of everything? After this guy who embezzles all the money, he gets all this crap happens. We turn around and we find out later that not only did he embezzle the money, he took a whole bunch of loans out, did not maintain the system. So the system that works is a vacuum pressure system. They use this kind of in Germany and in some countries in Europe. Some of y'all will know this in Europe. It basically uses a vacuum pump system. It is reliable as long as the pumps are maintained. And this guy didn't maintain any pumps. He apparently replaced our sewage pumps with food grade pumps. So some of y'all in Germany will really enjoy the psychotic reasoning in that right there. Hello, Renegade Bundy. You're just in time for the wilds of my crazy. So the reason we don't want to be involved in our town's politics, and everyone in our area is basically just shutting down and saying no, we don't want to be there. And this township has been developed. Mind you, this township lives just 1 mile outside of the town that I live at. For those of you that are wondering what town this is the town that got international attention in Missouri because the pastor got up there on stage with lipstick and high heels and started complaining about independent women. Y'all probably will remember that guy as soon as I tell you that. So, yeah, we have that issue going on, basically. He is still pastoring, by the way. I don't understand that church's mentality on that, and I'm not going to attempt to figure it out. So, after all this has happened, and the town of crazy people got control of our sewer, they have now not managed our sewer very well either. And this is where I'm going to use some choice words. The mayor of that town is a moron. Okay, he is an absolute moron. That I have, after going to the last, we went to a city council meeting, me and my wife did, over it, and needless to say, I've never seen my wife that mad. I mean, I thought we was about to have a whole nother Filipino resistance break out right there. I mean, it was really bad, and he has no understanding or tact. So y'all part of an intellectual challenge? No, we're not. All our utilities are supposed to be separate from this town. Um, we live 1 mile outside of it, but we have access to county water, county electric, and we had a township sewer department, which goes into a lagoon which the sewer runs into a lagoon that's being operated by the same town. But we're both just occupying using the same lagoon to dump waste in and let it process, basically. And They got control of it. The town that we're in, so let me explain why we don't want to be part of this town. While we were there, when me and my wife lived there, we got twice. They came in and said, we are increasing the rate of your electricity. And we're like, okay, why? Here's the reasoning. It wasn't because of something we did. Both times they had miscalculated how much they were supposed to charge us. And they charged us less than what we were supposed to be paying. Then told us we were going to have to pay for it. And said, "Oh, this will be a temporary increase in electricity, and then after it's over with, we're going to, shut it all down, and we're going to bring your rates back down." The rates have not gotten down since me and my wife have left. They've jacked it up 2 or 3 more times, under the same premise. I don't understand why some of the people in that town just continuously want to have a boot on their neck, but that's them, okay? Me and my wife, we got an opportunity. We got up, we left, we got a house that ended up flooding, and then all this other nonsense. I lost my comic book collection, a couple of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and a lot of my kids' toys in that aspect. But she was an infant at the time. Sounds like a them problem. Here's the thing. So the guy that embezzled the money, the court ordered, did a court order, a judge did, and said because there is no one really to be infrastructure to run the sewer district in our township, he turns it over to the city. The very city we don't want in charge of our utilities, any of them. So, what has happened now is, let me turn all that off here while I consider my options. What has happened now is the city has gotten control of our sewer, and day frickin' one, they took my sewer bill from $45, which is what I have been paying since I've been out there, and jacked it up to 89 bucks. Almost 50% increase. The worst part of this entire ordeal, 2 years, it is every other month the sewer has shut down. To the point, now, I have done construction enough, I have replaced sewer. I know there are protocols that you do when your sewer starts getting messed up. Number one, you don't take the toilet off, okay? For those of you that are wondering, if you're having sewer issues and you find out that everyone in your line is having sewer issues, do not take the toilet off of there, because your toilet has a trap. It will stop stuff from coming up. Your tub might fill a little bit. You may not be able to use your tub, but your crapper is not going to let everything bowl back in. You're going to take a significant, like a cherry bomb, drop down in that side of that thing to do the pressure to push all that back out. Not a problem there. Thank you for the heart, whoever that was. I love it. um, so the best part about this nonsense, the system's been going down constantly. Me and my wife figured out we're on the very end of the system, and we are just rationing things. We're down to running either the dishwasher or the washer once a day, 5-minute showers, and going to take a crap anywhere else but our home if we have a chance at it. We're probably each one of us is getting a bathroom break in the morning and a bathroom break at night before we go to bed. That has prevented my system from getting to the point of some of my neighbors. One of my neighbors, I kid you not, is digging a 4 foot wide by 6 foot deep and 8 foot long trench to cover all of the crap that is boiling up out of his system right now. It's not boiling up in his house. There's a pod that's outside where the vacuum pressure goes into. It has now busted the stainless steel tap off of it. There's a cap of stainless steel, blowed it clean off. It had so much pressure, and then began pouring out into his yard. It is wild what is happening. People have gotten so mad right now. The mayor of the town that we live next to, that I used to be a part of, is now calling women bitches as soon as they leave the room, because the women have gotten mad at him and threatened to shoot him. Okay, it's wild what is happening. We're about to the point of losing all semblance of civility in this area of the country. So if you see a situation that, like, Athens, Tennessee break out in the southeastern part of Missouri called the Boot Heel, and it breaks out into like an Athens, Tennessee situation, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Remember, Badger's at ground zero. Pray for me on all this, because I need prayers. I need lots of stuff right now. So, He has basically the mayor, who's an absolute idiot on all this nonsense. And wife telling me she loves me before she goes to bed. So fun parts about all this that's going on now with everything that's happening. So all that nonsense going on, they have not been keeping the system going, and so Renegade Bundy. So when is the Civil War? I don't know. It could go off anytime. So like they are under court order to try and fix the system. The problem that's happened now is they don't appear to have fixed the system. They we find out today that apparently, or just a day ago, we found out that the system has like a food grade um, pump on it, but it's not a sewer grade pump. And that's what creates a serious problem here because it's not capable of doing that. It doesn't have the sewer, it has a sewer grade pump, not a sewer grade pump, but a food grade pump. The pump is basically burning out. So you don't have to be an engineer to figure out if you don't have a big enough engine and your engine burns out the first time, you probably need to get a better engine or one that's graded for that. Now, this idiot has just been spending $8,000 of our money that we've been paying in for our bills. So, because now we have to pay the city our bill money. We don't pay the individual. We don't pay the one deal. And the worst part about that is now we found out that he has done this about 5 times. He has paid $8 grand to rebuild that stupid thing. Probably sold the original pump to try and save money. I'm beginning to wonder if that's the thing that's happened. But the problem is we've been punching money into this, and this is the ridiculousness of this entire nonsense. They have the mayor has just been rebuilding the same pumps that he knows are worthless, and I'm just looking at him like, why? Stop repairing the pumps. Buy a single. We need 3 pumps because we have 3 lines. He is right. You do need like 3 pumps and a backup pump, so he needs 4. But I'm of the mindset of buy a single pump so you can get people on the line. So you get like the most problematic line, get that out of the way, and then work from the worst to the least. Because 2 of the lines are the absolute worst. One of them, a vast majority of the people still have decently running sewer system. They have a system that's at least working and working fairly well. There's not that many people on that system. So, we're all figuring out how to do all this crap. The guy that has embezzled all this money, by the way, he's walking around scot-free, and I ain't been able to figure out how that guy is just roaming. Okay, we're gonna put it like that for YouTube, because if I say anything else, YouTube is gonna go, that's not what you're supposed to say. The moment when you need to vent and speak your mind, and YouTube doesn't want you to. But let's be honest, if it wasn't an issue before, and now it is an issue, likely went on, this is worth how much? Let's sell it and put something cheaper in. Yeah, probably is what the guy did when he did it. The problem is now the city doesn't have enough wherewithal or brains to go in there and just say, okay, $8 grand is on this pump is not working. The logical thing to do is say, okay, what is the new pump going to be worth? What are we going to need to fix this so that our system can not only work, but we can start getting people into better living conditions. Some people are trying to leave right now because their houses are unlivable. This is how bad things have gotten. What does our mayor do? Or the mayor that's running it right now, the city council do? If they come up there and say, we're just going to go ahead and just try and fix the entire system, they go get an estimate to fix the entire system, which is not going to work very well at all, because you're looking at millions of dollars to fix the system. There's 300 residents on this thing. You're gonna have they want to rip all the piping out, rip everything out up to the tap zone. In other words, where our pipe enters into the main. They want to rip all the mains out and replace all the mains back. About $44 million to $7 million. Okay, that's about the area you're looking at, which is absolutely retarded. And so, as we're talking to this guy that night, people are upset, and understandably, okay, they're upset. Why are we talking? And I couldn't figure out why suddenly we were all talking about this. Well, it turns out the reason why we are talking about this is because 80% of the people that are on the line have decided to stop payment to the city. We're at I find this out and I'm like, wait, what? We've reached the point where our forefathers were in 1776, or whichever one, whenever the independent war started. I know there was two wars we have in Britain. When the first one started, where they said they were going to stop paying the taxes to the tea companies. I'm like, oh boy, we know where this is going. We're just a couple more steps from Boogaloo. So they're sitting there basically telling them we're not paying, and understandably, yeah, they shouldn't. The hilarious part is the mayor is sitting there trying to scare tactic these people who have had no sewer. I find out for 2 weeks, and had already come off another 2 week stint of not having sewer. To the point, some of them, their homes are smelling bad. Some of them, their homes are flooded with raw sewage. They can't even live in their own houses, which is horrible. Horrible. Renegade Bundy. Well, yeah, let's be honest. If they aren't supplying what you're paying for, no point paying. Yes, my sentiments exactly. He's sitting in there telling the mayor, stupidly sitting there. He calls in the sheriff's department. He has more cops there than I've ever seen any. I didn't even know we had that many cops. But he has a bunch of cops over there in case this gets violent, because and I mean understandably so. Yeah, you've been pissing people off. You know how bad this is. So what happens next? What happens next? He's sitting up there trying to tell them that, oh, if you don't start paying the people that supplied loans, because not only did this guy embezzle money, he also embezzled several loans from what is called the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, and they're wanting their money. And so he said they'll probably file charges and prosecute. And I'm standing there next to a sheriff's deputy, and the sheriff's deputy looks over and he goes, "Did he really just say that they're going to file charges against people for not paying for sewer they don't have?" I said, "Yes, sir, they did." He goes, We're not going to do that." He said, "That's a suicide mission. We're not going over there to arrest people for not paying for sewer they don't have." So it's like, oh no one's going to pay for it. They've got a whole lot of reasons to just, like, you're not getting what you want. How much does a septic tank cost? This is the fun part. Because we are below the water table line, it is by EPA federal standards, we're not allowed to have septic tanks. I could install one. I will then be fined, taken to court, pay all the court costs, have to then pay to get the septic tank taken back out of my yard, and then I will probably have to pay for whatever ground testing the EPA wants to do. Mind you, EPA has not been called, because we're quite certain that if the EPA is called, they're going to kick all of us out of our homes. That's how long this has gone on. That's how bad this is getting. Badly enough, some guy that actually got kicked out of his home at one point, who lives in the town there, said, "I don't want the EPA called." He said, "Because it's very likely that the EPA is not only going to kick us out of our township, but because we're in such close proximity to the town itself, they may kick people in the town out of the town before this is over with." It's about to be, we're about to be famous again, and not for a pastor walking across the stage in heels and lipstick anymore for this time around. Renegade Bundy. Ah, okay, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. EPA is EPA is horrible. I've never heard good things about them, and no one, not the people on our area, not the guy that's not the mayor, not the city council, not the citizens of the town, none of them want the EPA there. That is just like a nuclear option none of us want to use at the particular moment. That's not going to last forever. I've got to get on this thing, or we're never going to get any stuff done on this. But the problem that we've run into, as I said, the the issue that really got bad that night, and this is the frustrating part. The sewer is not the frustrating part about all this. The frustrating part is, halfway through this nonsense, the mayor finally gets mad and decides he's going to act like Mr. Big Shot and just starts telling people off. At one point, he basically tells us that he is currently trying to get a, what is it? He's getting a grant I believe, to work on the city sewer, and told us, well, we said, well, how much of that money will you put towards our sewer? Because we're hoping, maybe he's helping out, maybe he's doing something, maybe that's going to be helpful. No, he says, I'm not getting it for y'all. I can only use it for my city, or I can use all the money for the township. And right now, the constituents are the ones who vote for me. So I don't care about y'all. Y'all will just get second shot at this. In other words, you're second class citizens as far as I'm concerned because you don't vote for me. Also, he also threw the idea into the room of, why don't y'all's township just join the town? My God, I thought he was gonna. He immediately backtracked, and if he hadn't, I figured the revolt would have started right there. Okay, I was pretty, because everyone immediately responded negatively to that. What is the meme? Nobody liked that. Nobody liked that idea. It was a horrible idea. But he just, I don't understand the mentality of going after constituents like that and just telling them off. It's wild to me doing that. There was one woman who has been difficult. As soon as her and her husband left, he started calling her a bitch. several women he called a bitch while he was up there. I don't understand how this guy got elected, because I didn't elect him. I didn't vote when he got in. I was already out of there. But now I'm sitting here looking at a sewer system that fortunately I can use. But then he comes along in there and says, as far as we're concerned, we're voting to mess with this for another 180 days, and then we're just going to walk away from it. And he said if the pumps break down again, he's not going to put money towards it. He's just going to leave that line down, which I'm pretty sure is going to cause a whole lot of problems legally. I don't think he can do that. Before people sit back in the comments and go and start telling me what he can and can't do, I know he can't do that. My dad runs rent property. There are things that as a renter you cannot do to the people that are renting from you. Okay, you cannot, even in a conservative state like Missouri, you would think there would be there wouldn't be that many protections. There are a lot of protections for people in a state like Missouri. So, for instance, if if you were to have a group of people that are in a house in the winter and they have nowhere else to go and they haven't paid you, the state will actually fight you as the renter, because if you kick them out, they could be in the cold. You also can't shut down utilities. I believe the state will reimburse you for the utilities, simply because if they can't survive if you ain't got the money to pay rent, you probably don't have the money for a hotel. And as soon as it gets warmer, then yes, then you're allowed then they can be evicted and everything else. By then they usually figure out where they're going to go because they know they're getting evicted at some point. So on that point, I know what he can and cannot do, but he is fear mongering people. And I also realized while I was in there how many people were just, oh boy, how many people were just, how close are those? Okay, they're leaving. They're going away. All right. Let me check here. Did I turn on that sensor? Show sensors field of range. Okay, I should have that going. Now then, let's go down here and go down. Set up mining job. Let's see. Let's hop on out here for a minute. See how big that is. Oh, that's actually a pretty good size. Let's drop this down here. Oh, nope. Let's go up here. And let's back up a bit. There we go. That'll be a nice good sized mining job, I think. And I'll get back to that here in a minute on how bad this is. So, yeah, that's ultimately what's happening here. We have a situation where the mayor is getting irate with people, which is, it's never helping things. And he is basically trying to scare tactic people into giving up or just paying. The thing that irritates me is there are some people that when they heard that, they started going, well, let's keep paying, y'all, let's keep paying. And I'm like, no, let's let's go ahead and just let's figure out a way where we can use the money to fix the system, because clearly where it's going, the township or the town that's under the that's in control of the township's sewer at the moment is not managing the money properly. That's the issue here. And I would just love for someone else to just get control of it. Renegade Bundy. What if you set up a new place to live and stick the EPA on them? Yeah, the problem is you got to find a new house in this market. Yeah, I'd say so. So you want to rule over a town sale of the EPA to enjoy a ghost jet? Yeah, that's where we're fixing to be at here pretty soon, because he's not. He's just there to piss people off, make them mad, or just try to intimidate them, and that's only going to go so far. Yeah, all things considered, that is a literal shit show. Oh yes, it is. It's already made local news. It's gonna make national news at some point. So you guys are all gonna know where the hometown is. Okay, if you don't, if you guys can find out where it is from the first guy. But, man, and like I said, the thing that would make more sense is just buying a pump and that can handle it, get one of the lines working, and those people will come back and start paying when they see you're actually doing something. If they see their money going towards something, yeah, they'll be fine. They'll work it. They'll do whatever they have to. But he has just been in the mindset of, and I don't understand the entire mindset of everyone on that city council. It is just wild. Um, once the bootlickers came out and started just, oh, we all need to get along, kumbaya, and pay our bloody taxes. Everyone on the council except for like one dude who's new there just started smiling like you wouldn't believe, grinning ear to ear, just happy that they were pushing for it. Now I'm paying, but there are things I'm considering options at the moment. I'm considering trying to find a way to legally pay and protest. Missouri does have a law which is pay and protest. You can do it with taxes. I know that. And what that law allows you to do is, if a place is okay, yeah, he's leaving. I'm worried about that one because every time I do, because I've been building stuff, and for some reason the NPCs now are getting closer to the ships, and they decide they're suddenly one of them just like intersects on your path and just comes right at you. But yeah, that's been the situation of that nonsense right there. Um, I don't have any faith in the town to do the right thing. I'm quite certain we're going to have to come up with some unusual or creative way to fix the problem. And if we do, we're going to have to... Well, there's another one. That's a military escort. Where's he going? Looks like he's going down, but he is coming our direction really fast. He may just be heading the other way. Hopefully he doesn't mess with the drone. But anyway, yeah, that's the... But that is... I figure we can probably do a thing where we pay and protest. Now, when you pay and protest, what that does is it ceases payment, but payments don't cease. You can still pay, and if there is any legal action that can be taken, it can't be taken because you are paying the payment. You are just protesting what is happening with the payment. And so I figure if all of us could do that, we could then gain some control of the money. But from what I'm reading, I think the town is supposed to fix our system before they can walk away from it. So I don't believe they can even walk away from the system right now. I believe what they're supposed to do is fix it, and then they can do something. Then they can walk away and just drop it and whatever else they want to do. So that's the entire situation I'm in. I am really worried. I have one military escort over here. We have another military escort that is getting very effing close. And I've only got one gun to defend this thing with. Dang, he is getting closer. I don't have missiles or anything to take his ass out either. Let's see what he does. I'm looking at him right now. At 800 meters, he's going to be getting close to my little drone. I need a camera that I can push out there and look at. But yeah, other than that, my water is on county, my electric is on county. My electric bill is barely over $100, and my water bill, they recently raised it because of inflation. That was the reason they raised it. It had nothing to do with anything else but inflation, and it went from probably $14 a month to like 25. It's like I'm lucky the area that I live in is so relatively cheap to live in. And really the frustrating part about this is the frustrating part. I'm being harassed. Oh, also the mayor also said he found a beach towel inside of our sewer system, so he decided that he's now decided that we're actively sabotaging the sewer system. so so one of the things my dad did when he was younger than I am now, he used to work for the city. He said, that's nothing. We used to find garbage cans and 2x4s in the sewer system at some point in time in the city sewer system. How people flushed a 2x4, I don't understand. But that nonsense there, though. Oh man, he is getting close. I bet we have to fight him, and I ain't got no missiles. I need some rockets. Let's see if we can build a few rockets. Oh, you need platinum ingots for rockets? Oh boy. Oh boy. We're in trouble. He comes in, I'm going to be stuck with nothing but regular guns. And he is really, really close. This is the thing I really don't like. I need to get... And he's getting closer too. I'm going to be dealing with 2 military escorts, and I'm going to have to fight both of them. Somehow. He's getting closer, but at a much slower pace. But, man, I know if he hits within so many meters of that drone, and he detects it, he is coming our direction. This one here, I'm mostly worried about. Because all I've got is the A-wing to fight him off with. And that thing will keep firing until it kills the whole system. We need more guns. I need to go full American. Eric Evans. Evening, gents. Evening, Eric. Just a fun time right now. If you haven't watched, do watch the beginning of this, because it's hilarious, I promise you. We're at 740 right now. The other guy is starting to leave. Okay, we've dodged him as a problem. This guy here is just sitting steady at... Okay, there we go. He's going away. He's not coming near us. Alright. Okay. Whew. Man, that's terrifying. Cannot withdraw 6 motors. Are you serious? Where are the motors I'm trying to with? Have we not gotten the nickel yet? Let's check here. So yeah. Did figure out the down 2x1 slope fixed wings. No, I haven't really had a chance to mess with it. If you want to know what I'm going through right now, just check the beginning of the channel of the video, because it is the wild and wacky world of what's going on. Oh, this is why I haven't been able to get anything done. Ah, that's why. I haven't been able to get the stone in there to work. Oh, I actually got a pound of nickel ore. Let's throw that in there and get that out of the way. Alright, we are now currently making stuff. Alright, all components were 6 withdrawn. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try, since I got the nickel, I can now start fixing up these components here. and I can start putting this stuff together to make, let me think here. But yeah, just to give you an idea, it's a really crappy situation I'm dealing with. And my wife was so mad. Oh my god. Not at me. Not at me. She was so mad at the city. I mean, oh good lord. And him, the idiot up there just mouthing off was just not helping the situation at all. Okay, it was not a good day. Now I'm just like, oh man. When you sit there and just keep mouthing off and making problems bigger than they already are. So right now, the big fight in my area is no sewer, no pay, and so that's the battle cry of our township at the moment. As I said, can you imagine screwing up something so badly that 80% of the people there don't want to pay for it anymore? It is amazing what is happening at that particular moment. So what I need to do now is I need to take all of the materials in this one, get rid of it, and then I've also got to figure out how to connect this. That shouldn't be too difficult. But figure out how to connect all that there to this section, and then I'll figure out some other crap later on how to get it to work. I think I could probably do a little bit of cutting. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna disassemble the crab, the A-wing we're keeping, and we're going to disassemble this thing, so we'll be able to get that out of the way. So let's just move that. My definition of full America is an 8 autocannon AAA Val ball turret. F them drones. Yes, yes. I need turrets. I need more turrets than what I've got. And I've got a way to do that. I've actually got an idea to up the ante right here on these pylons and just add a couple more guns. I'll have to figure out how to connect to all that, but I should be able to add a couple of guns to this, at least 3 more Gatlins, just to provide a bit more suppressive fire for anything coming in, so any small drones will get annihilated. Big stuff, I want a Corvette that I can hop into and just take off and go deal with that problem. If it comes up. If that problem ever comes up, I need a Corvette to go deal with that problem. We also got this. I got to looking at, what was it I was doing? I think I looked at it yesterday and realized that with the 2 up, we could just add a section on top and just make massive doors. And then we could just let everybody in. So I could just open the door up and then everything can go in and out freely. And I'll just make this into a giant, humongous through deck, which we'll just do, and it'll just be a through deck workshop that can be worked on right here. I'll have to figure out a way to fancify it a little bit more, probably. Oh, there's a thing of gravel. I don't need that. So that is going to go out now. Is it doing it? Yeah, it's doing that. It's getting me nickel at the moment. And then later I'm going to need to send it out to get some magnesium, because we're going to need that. That's only 4 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers out. All right, that's awesome. We're going to do that. We're going to get some of that nonsense. Now, I'm going to work on this eventually. This is just, if I run into an issue and I have to work, I'll figure this one out. We've got that 1 turret. I need more turrets. That's what I'm going to need very quickly. So let's start building the infrastructure to put the turrets out with. That's going to require some grinding. So, number 1, let's grind in here. Alright, that's 1 turret we're going to be able to use. That one will be easy. We'll just slap one in and pull this out. And then, once I get this built out, I'm just going to build around the whole section where we're going to need this at. We're just going to put simple turrets in for now. For now, it's going to be simple turrets. Later, I'm going to build more advanced turrets that'll just bring the holy hell when I need it to. So we're going to go, I think I'm going to put a turret right here, too. And then we'll find a way to connect this into the whole system in just a minute. I believe this is how far I need to go. And there's already a conveyor there we can hop into. that'll work out perfectly. But yeah, this has in my kid is now this has just thoroughly reinforced her government is stupid mentality she's growing up with. So we finally explained to our kid how this is working and all the consequences, and she goes, "Government is stupid." I was like, "All right, kid, I'm raising you well. I'm doing a good job as a dad. I don't raise no sheep." Okay, let's see here. I believe this is curved, so this is the one I need here. And for giggles, let's go ahead and knock this one out real quick. Because we don't have anything hooked up to that one yet. But I can hook up some stuff to this one. 7. Let's drag that down to that. Put that there. And then I'll just have to rally those up. And then let's see. I'll have to put one in here. There we go. There we are. Alright. That's all we need. Now let me head over here. I'll just, I think we need 1, 2, and then I need the straight one over here. Because we have heterosexual. We use all the ones. Great parenting sign, yes. My beefy A-wing inspired interceptors, and she'll love A-wings as well. Oh, I like the A-wing. I mean, I've had fun with it. Cannot withdraw 14 components. What am I? Okay, that's weird. Let me see here. It may be because I've got a whole bunch of steel plate now in my inventory. Yeah, it's steel plates. Let's go ahead and number 7 this. And all I'm going to do is we're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go out to here. For this one, we're not going to use the hetero turret, the hetero pipe. We're going to use the homo pipe, if y'all get that reference. I'm just joking around, folks. Let me just chill. It's all right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're at build planner capacity now. Let's see if that has removed enough stuff that we can get some crap done, and we're gonna be getting close to getting some stuff done. Let's see what we can get in here. I know this one's gonna have to be done first. Okay, we're gonna need motors. I think I'm gonna have to start. Yeah, we're not building motors for some reason. Okay, well, let's head over here and fix this one up, because that's opening up a lot of room in my inventory. This will just give us a nice zone, and then I can put a similar system on the other side when I put the fighter bays down through here. We just have a similar system of turrets that'll just unleash all kinds of crap. Okay, let's go to production here. Let's go to 1,000 motors, because I'm sick of running out of motors. Okay, here we go again. Oh, this jetpack is really powerful. Oh, seriously. Okay, we got that done, and I need to probably just hit this one real quick. So I get done there. I've got a lot of steel plates right now, and that's mostly because I cannot withdraw 1 motor and 6 motors, so that's probably the motor I need there. I'm also well aware that the system is probably running itself ragged at the moment. But yeah, we're about to America the heck out of this thing. you come in, you're going to be getting nothing but a wall of lead. And that's how we like it in America, delivering a wall of lead. Okay, so that's the problem there. And I'm going to fancify that thing up and make it look nice and pretty if I can. Alright, we got all components. Alright, plumbing is getting done. Alright, that is finished. Let's get the piping done. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I believe I pulled it out that far. And for this side too. And this will just give me an opportunity just to get a few more turrets built up. I need to... I'll tell you something I have not done. Like Battlestar Galactica autocannon flak arrays for AAA point defense. Oh, frick yes. You know it. Like Admiral Dama. Get us to ramming speed. Get us to flanking speed. Show the toasters how it's done. If America, let me say something. I'm not saying all I'm asking the question is, if America was at New Caprica, do you think the Cylons would have won that war? If the forefathers had the didn't have the Dodge Charger, would they have still won the war? We can ask that question. Alright, I'm going to go through here real quick because I don't have everything locked in, and I'm just going to eat through some of this steel plate I got on me. Because it is just eating a hole in my system. Alright, here we go again. Let's grab some more stuff. I've got plenty of the good stuff coming. We've got lots of equipment, just lots and lots of it. Now I said I was going to put, what was it, 4 of these bays on here. I think that's what I need to do. I need to put 4 of these 1 bays on. All right, there we go. Now 4 of them, that means, oh yeah, we're gonna have like 5 turrets just lighting stuff up as soon as they come into range, and fairly spaced out too. So they're gonna be amazing. Cylons lost just versus Texas. Oh yes, full America firepower equal Fozzie the Bear with a 50 cal. He brings the DACA. Oh yeah. Here's the thing people don't know about my state. So my state has this interesting little caveat to the law that a lot of people don't know about.
Energy low.
And it's, I don't know if any other state does this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're, as far as I know, the only state that allows you to bring a gun inside the Capitol building of our state. So if you want to go to Jeff City and you're a citizen of the state of Missouri, you can just haul in there. And at one point in time, they actually tried to push some form of gun control that nobody in the state wanted, nobody in the state liked. And people were showing up in balaclavas, body armor. I think a couple guys brought some 50 cal Barretts. Another guy was walking around with a semi-automatic M249 Bravo. They were in there telling members of the Congress of the state and the House, the representatives of the state and the House and the state congressmen of the state, okay, who are in there, telling them, you don't need to pass this law, there's going to be trouble. Literally is what they're saying. And I'm just like, well, there goes our gun rights. No, they sat back and said, you know what, we've had a change of heart. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know we can do that in our state. But it is wild sometimes here, the crap that happens. Like, everyone talks about big city stuff. Look, the difference between a big city and a rural area, you have the same crazies. You just also have bears and anything else that wants to eat you at the same time, as well as cannibals. Alright, we got those done. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and slap some guns on. Just some temp guns. Can. One. Two. And a three. So because right now we've got guns. We've got a gun covering that one side. We've got an asteroid on this end. Talk about the show me state. Oh, frick, yes. People don't know that. I mean, people don't understand show me. You don't understand the show me energy until you've been to the show me state. Good Lord. Like, a lot of the people here just don't take crap from anyone. Now, on the flip side, they're really nice. You're on the road and you're needing to pass in, a lot of people will just let you go. It doesn't bother them. But you start affecting gun rights or hunting rights or something like that, oh yes, people are gonna have a problem. And part of the reason is Missouri went through the whole communist utopia thing for a little bit. Give you an idea. We had a law that would affect your ability to carry a gun. They allowed you to carry a pistol. Look at those guns. Look at that. Look at that America energy right there. Got the Freedom Seed planters ready to go. Fully automatic rotary Freedom Seed planters. Just gonna ruin somebody's day without even trying. Okay, let's DACA this up a bit more. So we can make this look a little bit better. But some people don't understand like the energy that you get in some areas of this part of the country. It is just wild. Like, I think there was a guy that I think our Attorney General right now was talking about. He was on, I think, Tim Pool. Now, for those of y'all wondering, my Attorney General's on there. Yeah, anytime my representative goes onto a podcast, Attorney General, any of our representatives goes on a podcast. I don't care what the person's politics are. I'm just listening because I want to know. You get a feel of someone when you got a politician that is willing to go in there and put themselves in the line of fire on a live podcast. Regardless, you want to hear them out. You want to hear how they do. You want to listen to them. And he one of our representatives goes in there and he's on Tim Pool's podcast, and I was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna listen to that. So if y'all talk about, I know Tim's got some stuff going on with his thing. Not saying we're politically aligned. There's some things I don't agree with that he likes, and we agree on some things as well. But it's like it's some interesting stuff we agree on and we don't agree on. But the interesting part of it was he's on there talking about it, and he's actually frick, screw it, I'll just grab all because I'm putting in steel plates anyway. It's when he's sitting there talking about it, and he states on the podcast, he said that we're kind of like a state that we were occupied. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Renegade Bundy here, speaking truth right now. Tim Pool's an interesting dude. Yes, that is no lie. I mean, it's love. It's like I tell people who say they don't like Joe Rogan. I'm like, love him or hate him, the guy has been through some stuff. Both of them have. So I mean, you can like him, you can not like him, but they have done some stuff in their life. You've got to respect the game. Let me see here. I'm trying to figure out how I can load this up in here. How am I gonna get? Probably just gonna be better off. I need access to this area so I can repair this stuff if it ever breaks down. Oh well. Let's go back here and do some nice little shouty work. At the moment, little DACA. DACA. There we go. Renegade Buddy, I heard my name. Oh, I got you and Eric Evans mixed up. Sorry, man. Wow, I'm having a good day. But yeah, so he's on there, and he was talking about, Missouri's kind of the state that, and we were very, very Democrat. and then we went very pro freedom, and now we're in this kind of this weird position. I just put the wrong thing in there. We're in this position now where we have all these, like, kind of look at it as Ukraine kicking Russia out and then Russia leaving all their tanks. By the way, I hate the Gatling turret. I wish Keen would replace it with a large grid autocannon turret. Honestly, the autocannon turret just needs the autocannon, the machine gun turret. The machine gun turret, or Gatling turret, just needs the new Gatling gun on it. That's all it needs. The new small grid Gatling gun, that's what we need on that. We just need an upgrade. That's it. Just a small upgrade to this. Make it look better. But yeah, I would love to have a large grid auto turret. That'd be amazing as well. Put that on there and just go to town with that nonsense. Okay, let's weld some stuff up here real quick. I love the whole hand welding aspect of all this. At some point, we are going to have to get ourselves, though, a nice, I'm going to piss all y'all off, but I think I was sitting here welding up and realized there's a way I could put a system here where I could work on this, and I may have to cut all this out. Alright, I'm out of steel plate. We gotta go get more. We're making the shit bigger and better. Unlike some people, Badger actually builds back better. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that. I know there's people on the other side of the aisle, but I just could not resist that. Just laugh at it and go on, folks. That's all you gotta do. Just laugh and go on. Say, haha, yeah, that was actually pretty funny. Just laugh at it and go. It's all fun here. It's all fun. I can laugh and giggle at my current predicament. Y'all can laugh at it too. But it's like Russia is running from Ukraine, and we are just picking up all these RPGs and stuff that they left behind. We're like, oh hey, let's see what this party favor does. And we start putting in putting the weapons to work, so to speak. I think you are gonna like what I do with this. It's gonna be really good. Ohio went from purple to red. Yeah, they're like I am really amazed at how many states are going that way, and I'm wondering because still vote. I mean, go ahead, vote. Whether you're on the right or the left, go vote. Okay, folks, you need to vote. I know some people hear that and they wonder what I mean. I'm telling y'all right now, if you don't vote, you are going to run into serious problems. Okay, you can't sit there and say voting helps. I'd rather everybody fight it out and one or the other wins when we know what's happened. Okay, than a bunch of people coming out saying, well, I didn't like this and I didn't vote. Well, okay, you're in your own problem right now. But to that point, it's not a problem. I don't care who votes for who. I tend to look at voting as just God's way of picking the electorate. So I go out and vote. If I don't vote and someone gets in that I didn't want, I don't have a right to complain about it after they get in. And that's the thing we got to realize. But like I said, Missouri's in this position where they've got all this old Soviet style or communistic legal weaponry all over the place, and we're just like, hey, like I said, let's see what this party favor does. Let's see what that party favor does. Oh look, these guys, oh look, they don't like that one. Let's use that a little bit more. Just nice stuff all around. Now let's put some new stuff in here. We're gonna do this. Make some nice rounded looking edges. This is something I wish Keen would fix right here. Is when I put one of these in and I swap to the next, and I'm not touching the thing, it decides to reset for some reason. That there. That annoys me. Because I'm putting stuff in and suddenly it goes, nope. That is an issue. Now I gotta go back. I gotta cut this thing out again. There we go. But yeah. You're not gonna see me going up there pitching a fit about... I mean, I'm gonna be mad if the other guy, if Kamala wins over the whole, and did not get elected by the people the first time around. That is gonna be wild, in my opinion. I don't understand who thought that was a good idea. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. That to me seems like you are just asking for trouble. All right, let's weld these up here real quick. What do you think of that? That was like a nice landing pad. And we can just keep expanding this until we get a bunch of them going. Things should be going all right too, because nickel's not a hard ore to smelt. Now the issue I'm going to run into with this and with the drone, because I had not planned on the drone. I had not planned this thing for the drone. Let me see here. Eric Evans, I used LG Advanced rotors stacked with a small grid auto cannon turrets for AAA. Oh, that's nice. They fit in a 1x1 large grid space. Yeah, the quad rotor does too. In terms of how much space one of those picks up, you can literally stack them side by side. If you compress the turret down enough, you can stack them almost right next to each other, just create a wall of turrets. That would be an awesome defense. Jeez. Thinking about that right there, you come in and suddenly the guy opens up has one of those giant homemade doors with the blast door blocks. Suddenly that Joker opens up and it's nothing but ball turrets. It's like, oh, holy crap. Suddenly all ball turrets turn up and begin firing at once. You see nothing but tracer fire hitting this thing and a ship slowly disintegrating into pieces. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to make that happen. Oh boy, well, we're gonna have to make that happen. So, next things next. Let's look here. Do I have anything in my build planner? No, we have nothing in the build planner. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish up these cargo tanks. Because we need this cargo. We're gonna need it done, and we're gonna need it done soon. All components successfully withdrawn. Holy crap, we're gonna be able to finish all these up. I wasn't planning on that. But now we have storage. Look at the storage. Now I need to take everything out of that and start putting it in here. Let me see here. Let's grab this. Let's see, industrial large container 1. And then I need to go down through here. I don't need to worry about that stuff. I need to get the stuff out of this one. Okay, we have everything in that one. We're also building up a large quantity. I think we got a lot of uranium. See, I've got industrial assembler, 1 industrial refinery. It's just, oh, we're catching up. It's not overfilling like it normally does. It's going and getting stuff and bringing it back, apparently. Unless the turret is dead. Did we lose him? Has he been destroyed? Mining Mike, are you alive? I hope he is. It's weird we caught up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why we caught back up. I'll wait a few more minutes. Maybe he'll come back. If he's destroyed, man, we're in serious doo-doo. Right, so this is an issue right here. That's going to come off. Let me look here. Nothing in this. Hmm. I don't know. I think we need to disassemble this bad boy. It has served me well, but I need to disassemble it at some point. Sure hope he comes back. We need to disassemble it and start taking some of this stuff down because, well... Oh, here he comes. All right. Antenna is coming back. Nice. Okay. Well, that's something I don't have to worry about. Let me grind this down.
Inventory full.
Yeah, this is the wild part. I'm having to downgrade a lot of stuff. Because once we disconnect this, I'm not going to have anything to hook this up to. So we might as well take it apart. It served me well. It served me well. I did like it. It helped. That was a good project. But that little mini miner is just doing jobs that I never thought possible. So we're gonna get him working. He's doing a good job right now anyway. On small stuff, he is just hammering away. We need another one of those. I need to work on a 3D printer so I can start putting more little miners out there. We can start really making some stuff. But yeah. So yeah, we're doing the live stream tonight. For anyone that's currently just joining, any new people, we're doing the live stream tonight. I'm currently taking apart an old ship, and I may have. Honestly, you know what I could do instead? Instead of taking this apart, I should take apart the crab and go to a one by just a single. Well, that's an issue because if I get a single cargo, I still have to get the thing to line up and lock into a position. So yeah, that's not gonna work as well as I'd hope it would. Okay. Alright, we'll just walk around here, taking stuff off. I've got a little more defense. I'm feeling better about it. So hopefully it'll hold up better. That'll be wonderful. If I can just keep that kind of resilience going. I have so many things I gotta work on. But I want to get everything to going into the new cargo containers and get rid of this cargo container up here. To do that, we're going to have to remove some stuff. One of the issues with the red ship is it uses old piping. So the problem with the old piping is if you know anything about that, it doesn't stick. So once you cut it, you're done. It doesn't stick anywhere else. You can't just stick a block in there, hold it in place like I normally do, scaffold up some stuff and prevent it from moving. That doesn't happen. So we're kind of stuck at the moment. Like I said, issues, lots of issues. But fortunately, we've got these new cargo containers, so putting stuff in there is not a problem. I've got 4 times the storage I've got up here. All I got to do is just make sure this doesn't go anywhere else. Let me look in here and see how we're doing. Got 1 industrial refinery. This is right to an industrial assembler. So the other refineries are not actually working at the moment. If I had a second one of these pulling on like small stuff, it wouldn't be that big a deal. he's heading off, it should be getting stuff and coming right back. It's probably pulling back in more stone than nickel. It probably hasn't hit the stone yet. Let's drop this down there. See what we can do. Take this other ramp out. Oh, our inventory's all filled up now. Let's go ahead and drop some stuff off. And drop it in. Those who've never played the game, I'll tell you some jump pack or jetpack tips. Kind of burst your jetpack where you're going if you're not flying on a planet. It keeps you from killing yourself. That little burst going out there. Then you don't. Oh, whoops! We have a door. Oh, this is gonna take forever to grind down. Good lord. We have a door. My god. Doors take forever to grind down. I wonder what he's bringing back. The drone. I wonder if he's bringing back stuff, or if he's bringing back magnesium, or if he's bringing back just straight stone. He may be just bringing back straight stone. That may be why the system isn't catching up, or why it's all caught up at the moment. No, as long as I can make motors, it'll be all right. He'll be fine. So long as I can keep making my rotors, or all new motors and everything. Get rotors for my motors for my rotors. I should see how much. Oh wait, we've got this thing again. Let me go ahead and drop this off. That's another thing people don't know about having the big stuff. Need better personal tools, especially a grinder. Yeah, I just haven't upgraded this thing because one of the key advantages of having a low level grinder is early game, if you are playing, or if there's anything you want to, you know, grind down and grind back up to learn off of your survival pod, the low level grinder is the best way to do that early game. Oh, come now. Oh boy, here we go. What's going to happen more? What's going to... this door or my battery? Which one shall win? Up, I won. Let me over here and hop into this thing. Now, the cool part is I can make I can make more A-Wings. I can just set up some A-Wings on here. I do need to get a better grinder, though. That wouldn't take much to build. Let's go to K. Control panel, production, tools. I could maybe get a better grinder. Why can't I pull this up? Okay, there it is. Let's go here. Now I know. Let's see, production. Which one am I at? Industrial Assembler 2? Where's Industrial Assembler 2? Okay, that's the issue. Oh, crap. It's gravel filling up. Ooh, that's bad. That's not good. Let's go down here. Where is one of my... let's hide the empty. There's an easy way to solve this. Where is my big industrial cargo container 4? Booyah! There we go. That just started working perfectly. Now this one here. Must not be anything in that one. Industrial assembler, that one's working like it's supposed to. That one, kick all that out and see what that does. Okay, so we're getting nickel right now in the industrial refinery. That's working. Let's just get that out of the way. So he's bringing back nickel. That's good. The problem is I think I'm running into is like gravel. Yeah, detector components. That is interesting. Did you check my wing, by the way? Just my A-wing, by the way. Just asking. I haven't gotten on the. If it's on the Discord, I haven't gotten to it today. So I had to deal with paying bills today, dealing with the aftermath of the nonsense that I was dealing with from the city, and then on top of that, my phone my phone card crapped out, so I had to buy a new phone card. SE with Kev, how's things going? Oh, wonderful. And I'm being facetious about that. Slowly but surely, don't call him Shirley. Yes, yes, airplane reference. I love it. Airplane reference. Leslie Nielsen. God, I miss him. He died, and spoofs died with him. Y'all notice we have not seen another spoof from Hollywood ever. And that's because everyone's afraid of making fun of other people's movies. We had a good run with the movie series. And those of y'all know what the movie series is, you know, Epic Movie, Scary Movie was the big one of that. You can't make those jokes anymore. Someone has got to get out there and start doing the spoofs again. We need spoofs. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do spoofs of movies. Let me tell you something. If people got the balls to make spoofs again, movies would start getting better. Because Hollywood would get sick of getting made fun of. It would not take long or much. And Hollywood would be like, you know, we're tired of this crap. Tired of getting made fun of. I guess while I'm taking this stuff out, you know what we're gonna do? I've got all this extra iron plate. Instead of putting it in there, let's work here. We got that done. We also need to finish up this area here while we're at it. So let's go ahead and add number 5. Let's see. Let's do that. And one here. And one there. And let's see that. That one. That there. Go one more. Spin that around. Come back. And there we go. We got all that stuff done too. So now I can pull that one. Posted in chat. Tropic Thunder Part 2 would be awesome. Oh, how would you do Tropic Thunder Part 2 though? That's just that's something else. It's like you can do movies, but if you keep making sequels to everything, you're not gonna be able to push it very far. I love the idea of a second Tropic Thunder. The problem is I don't know how you'd even do it. How do you build how are you gonna do that? I mean, you run the risk of Die Hard 2. Which, if you know why Die Hard 2 was bad, Die Hard 2 was bad because you had John McClane. He was already John McClane. You could not do anything else with John McClane's character. I mean, eventually you had to go to a point where he got a little less famous, and then John McClane could become John McClane again. You know, he's become the guy that didn't know anything. He's dealing with a new group of terrorists. I think Die Hard 3 is where the series kind of come back, but that was like, it was such a good movie. I think it was like, oh, we're just going to do this regardless. We're just going to bring in John McClane, bring him back, and we're just going to do what we can. Make it all work. And that was the mentality.
Inventory full.
Because like, the thing that makes Die Hard such a good movie, and if you're going to write action, Die Hard is what you need to write on action. Um, you need your main character stuck in an environment they're not familiar with, and have them creatively find a way out of the environment. That's what you got to do. That creates amazing. Also tension. Tension also helps amazingly well. You need situations where your character doesn't just shoot their way out. You need situations where the character knows where they're at, knows where the other person is. The best scene between a villain and the hero is the scene where John McClane runs into Hans Gruber. When they meet for the first time, it is nerve-wracking as hell, because you're sitting there looking at it and you're like, it's Hans Gruber. You know. You as the audience know what's happening. John McClane doesn't have a clue. Okay, he has no idea what's about to happen. And you as the audience know. And that's was it Alfred Hitchcock, Tension 101. You just blow up. You have two guys play chess for 5 minutes and then they blow up. Oh, that gets you some shock value, but you don't get anything else out of it. But you have those two guys in there, and you let everyone know there's a bomb under the table. People are jumping out of their seats. They're losing their minds because, oh my God, there's a bomb. These two idiots just don't know it. And then the bomb explodes. And it creates tension. And the tensest scene is between Hans Gruber and John McClane when they first meet. Because the first thing Hans Gruber does is he plays the most high IQ move you could pull with a hero, which is, oh, we've never met? Oh, I'm going to pretend I'm some paper pusher, not some lethal Bolivian terrorist, for crying out loud. And it is, functionally, it is the best, biggest brain, high IQ move you can make against the hero. That is the best one. And John McClane wins because he just doesn't trust citizens. That's it. John McClane's cop mentality, cop instincts of I don't trust civilians with guns. That's what saves his butt. what a lot of people, what a lot of police officers would do, basically, like, oh yeah, you're a citizen. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a gun, but no bullets. And the look on Bruce Willis's face, just perfect, chef's kiss. When he turns around and he hears the click and he just looks at the guy and he goes, oh, so you must be Hans Gruber. Like, realizing at that moment he saved himself and didn't even know it. That he was just like, oh yeah, running across glass makes you go. But those are the best things. That's why Spider-Man 2 is probably one of the best Spider-Man movies, because Spider-Man, he's just getting pounded in that movie. He's getting destroyed the whole time. And you feel for him because people understand what it's like to get beat down. That's what makes a hero. I don't care who your hero is. If they're getting beat down just by life, you can make that's one of the things Hollywood hasn't figured out. You can make, and this I'll say something that's probably an unpopular opinion here, but you can make gay characters and you can make them work. You can make trans characters and make them work. What you have to do, and my OCD just caught the back of my A-wing is all jacked up. What the heck? You can make these characters. You got to make them getting beat down by life. And the problem is, everyone wants to do political stuff. It's like, no. You got to let them get beat down by life. Let money become a problem. Pay rent. The thing that I think a lot of people, even if you're Gen Z, let me tell you something. If you're Gen Z, go watch Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 2 and watch the scene where the old Armenian guy comes out there and keeps asking for rent. You tell me how much you relate to Peter Parker in that particular moment. You're just going, oh my God, I know how this is. The part where Park, especially I think in Spider-Man 3, when he finally snaps at the dude, that is everybody. Everyone has been at that point with a guy that you're renting from. If you've ever paid rent, you know that moment when you just snap. You'll get your rent when you fix this damn dog. It's like, oh yeah, we all know how that guy feels. That's why. Are you turning it back to a ship, David Sonnenberg? No, we're taking it apart because it was built as a mining ship. I don't know if you've been here for the other runs, but we now have a drone that flies out and grabs stuff for us. It's right now going in and mining nickel about 5.58 kilometers out and just brings back the ore and just locks in. We're going to make more of those. And even with, and these are fast enough that even with 4 refineries running at full blast, whew, it's crazy. Sorry, Gen X and 48. Oh, hey, that's not an issue. I'm just telling you, man. If you can be Gen X and you know what that's like. If you've ever rented before in your life, you know how Peter Parker feels when he sits there and he starts screaming at the Armenian guy for rent about the rent. You know how he feels. That's what makes a relatable character, dealing with life. And the problem is most of Hollywood just doesn't know how to deal with life. They don't understand life issues. It's some weird, and that's why, like with Critical Drinker coming in there going, you know, the message, it's always about the message. We never get away from it. You have to get away from that nonsense at some point. You have to give people something else to think about. And the problem is you got people who can't think about anything else. Oh, also, I just realized David Sonberg. Um, if you're referring to what I'm grinding on, no, this is going to be decommissioned. If you're referring to what we're working on here, yes, that is eventually going to be turned back into a ship. I am turning it into a little bit more efficient mothership style killer. So we're going to have probably 4 of these pads down here. I'm working on pad number 3. Once those 4 are done, we'll be done. But we'll be running, I want to say 5 Gatling turret, 5 turrets on this side, and I will probably beef those up to a subgridded quad ball turret of some type. Oh yeah, here comes our little buddy. He's coming back. He's like 2,000 meters out. Um, if you've seen him, the little drone, it's amazing. I did this. I saw Captain Jack's video, and in a couple of live streams back, I hauled off and made a drone and designed it specifically to where it'd be easier to put together. But most of this is the front end. It's basically a red ship, if you've seen the red ship, and I'm pretty much just taking it apart, refixing it. Eventually, we're going to run into a point. Here comes the little drone. And it is, you think he's going to crash, but he does a good job. I made sure the thrusters were strong enough to withstand, and I only limited the amount. This only has one medium cargo tank. It has a helm on the back of it, so there's no cockpit. It's just as simple and compact as possible. I'm 49, LOL. Hey, that's not an issue. I'm fixing to be 40, I think, in 2 years. How old am I? Questions for later. It's just, I was sitting here, I'm like, how old? Yeah, I'm not doing the math. I'm not doing it tonight.
Inventory
I did
full.
enough math today fixing my working on bills. I'm not doing math anymore. There's just not a whole lot of steel in that right now. Okay, there's a mining transport. If it shows up here, it's going to be 2 Gatling guns versus 3, and I'm hoping that's more than enough. Well, actually, no. It's going to be 7 Gatling guns because I'm going to be pressing the A-wing into the fight at the same time. We're going to get to see the A-wing really strafe something good. course, using the mothership as a type of fire. This also gives me an ability to build deck space for fighter squadrons. So I'll get an idea of how I can build an assault ship or a carrier or something at some point in time. There's just not enough steel in this to justify putting into those deals down there. Wait, what the hell am I doing? I just realized something. Where? Hey, there we go. Alright, that moment when you realize I have the ability to do something, I just forgot how to do it. This will go faster. Yes, progress.
Inventory full.
There we go. Less time off the charger and more work done.
Inventory full.
Oh crap, really? I guess I didn't have as much stuff in there as I thought. Now I got parts floating around. There we go. Alright, let's tear into this one here.
Inventory full.
Alright, filled that inventory up too fast. It's kind of wild. Jack Dawes, I've been thinking. I've been tinkering. I've been a busy bee. Eric Evans, the math I basically do, please let me be over 30 and not crazy. Oh yeah, I'm at that age now. Now I have an actual place to live and been playing Space Engineers again. Oh yeah, cool. I think you told me that a while back. I have been sitting. There's someone. I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were talking about building a solar-powered van, so they could play. They can live stream anywhere
Inventory full.
with a Starlink system and a solar power battery that would enable them to utilize whatever they wanted. And they could have all the power they wanted to utilize. I was like, hey, that's an idea right there.
Energy low.
Can you imagine that?
Inventory full.
Hey everybody, this is Badger Wild. We're now live streaming from a remote area of the Ozarks. I can have like a live picture of my view outside. Set up a live stream and live stream from, what is it, Big Springs? Even better, get a really buoyant piece of foam, fairly large, build up the sides of it so that it floats really well, set up a solar panel on it, and go floating down Van Buren River while I use my Starlink to live stream as I float down the river. Jeez. Put a barbecue grill on it. Probably get my cousin to come on there and live stream with me. Of course, he's probably gonna look at that and he's gonna be like, "This is what you do in your spare time, man." I made a working multiple launch missile system, 20 missiles, 7 welders. Oh, heck yes. Oh, yes. You're going to have to put a link to that in the Discord so I can go check that out.
Inventory full.
Wait, you piece of crap. I swear. Here's more inventory. Okay, here we go. Wait there, let's grab these plates, probably like 5 or 6 of them left. And while I'm at it, oh, that was a bad idea. I was trying to get that thing done before it figured out what was happening, but oh well. We're gonna get this ship taken down, and then the next. Oh, that's actually a lot of steel plate, and there's some steel plates there. A couple of them there. That I can make do down here. Takes 120 steel plates to work on. Holy crap! I didn't know they were that expensive. Wow. Blast doors look great, but dear lord, are they expensive. I can see why they're used for.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I can see why they're used for landing pads. It has taken 2 whole days. Jack Dawes, Eric Evans. I was a 13M in the Army and shot multiple rockets. Oh boy. Jack Dawes, because I was naming each and every single block. Oh yes, yes, yes. You gotta name stuff. Can't keep track of everything if you don't name it.
Inventory full.
Dear Lord, I have that much. Lord, I've got to make a small mini cutter just for like big. Actually, I need to make a mini welder ship
Inventory full.
just for. Let's see how much. How much did we grab out of there? Hey, that's filled up. Hey, I built that up. Dear Lord, how many of those steel plates are in those little dudes? That's another thing. I gotta work on like the engineering area of the ship too. That's got to get an overhaul at some point. We've got to overhaul engineering. I've got to overhaul pretty much everything. I was thinking I'm probably going to make engineering a little bit bigger so I can just grab it and throw a large quantity of, what is it? Throw, well, a jump drive in there, obviously. We're going to need a jump drive, at least one. But also put in while I'm at it, let's do this. Off, can I shove? No, I can't. We're just gonna lose this oxygen, I guess. Nope, there goes that oxygen. I know I probably could have done something different, but I'm in a hurry to get this thing undone. Let me see here. Every thruster, every event controller, every timer, every gyro, everything. With a few keystrokes, you can isolate any one of 20 missiles individually, or isolate the same component in every missile at the same time and modify them at once. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. That is, man. I have not thought of doing that. Oh no, I got crap just floating around out here.
Inventory full.
Really? Really? Now with the ending of that container up there.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw that coming and I didn't even stop it. That's the weirdest part. Okay, all that's done. I'll have to do some more hooking up here in a minute. Let's shall I? Yeah, I need a small welding platform very similar to the unit I've got now with the miner. Just something small I can go in there and just, what am I doing? Let's cut this stuff up. Alright, there we go. But then I can use something like that to just go in and just start cutting stuff out and doing fun stuff, getting it out of the way. MO1, MO2, MO3, MO4, all the way to M20 before every single item in the control panel Even isolating the missile side connectors and merge blocks from the base side connectors and merge blocks. Jackdaws, that is starting. That's gone from funny obsessive to I don't know if I want to trust you with uranium alloy or uranium isotopes now because I'm afraid of what you're gonna make, man. And that is getting crazy there. Oh, what is this? Hello? What is all that doing in there? Jeez, man, there's a whole bunch of stuff in that. What is going on? Okay, we're gonna have to look inside these cargo containers real quick. I may have to rebuild some stuff. But yeah, that would be a fun little build. I haven't done. I've tinkered with missiles. I haven't made any yet. There's so many other things you can do with the build system that you can't do with a whole lot of other things. Oh, good God. All that. Oh, my God. There's so much iron right there. It took me a week to build Eric Evans. Me a week to build. Oh, hey, don't worry about spell check. I figured out there's a spell check issue on your end. I'm just automatically doing it. Fringe benefit, I never have to go through this 2-day long process again because I can just load in this blueprint and cut and paste individually perfected missiles up to 20 in number. Heck yes, that's a good idea. See, I'm wondering, I'm trying to build, what I'd like to do if I did missiles, I'd want to do like the killer bee thing Aaron did, where you have all these little bees. I've made a serious mistake here, folks, because it's taking everything I got just to get all this stuff out of here. I didn't realize there was this much stuff in this thing. Let me see. What else have we got? Oh my God. Oh good God. No. No. Let's put this stuff in a cargo container somewhere, folks. Let me see. Large cargo container over there. Large cargo container individual 3. Yeah. I want it. Oh. Yeah. I kind of blew that up, didn't I? There's something I bet in that one. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming here. I've still got to get those. Well, actually, here's an idea. Let's just shove all that in here. I just realized I could do that. I'm just sitting here grabbing this and taking it down there like, no, I could probably just shove it all in this one and then go from there. You can do that. Give me a second to get all this work done. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Eric Evans, Rockhopper Station, a space base that jumped from asteroid to asteroid and has a minigun, a mini mining arm? Mining arm, okay. They even, Jackdaws, they even launch 4 at a time with enough room between them to launch all 20 without them crashing into each other when the AI takes over. That's cool. Eric Evans also has a
Energy low.
print, dock print, and repair arm. Dry dock print and repair arm. Yes, I need to build that also. Dry dock. Okay, I need to go over here to this ship and get myself hooked up here real quick. Hmm. I think what I'm going to do for the workshop is I'm just going to put on the workshop on the side of it a dry dock for a Corvette class vessel. That way we can just load it in there. We've got a Corvette to whip out there and just start wailing away on things with. Okay, what is in this one? Nothing in this one. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to weld that down. Weld this back up. And there's nothing in that. That's amazing. Now, all the empty stuff, we'll put that right there. Where is this at? Let's see what happens. Okay, why? Is that not the same connector? Oh, what? What is in this thing? Really? How did I miss that? What am I'm missing here that is preventing me from grabbing the uranium out of something and putting it in here? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I figured out the mining arm part. Alright, what's in here? This is where it's at. Why is it not? Oh. That's apparently been damaged this whole time. Didn't know that. Let's go ahead and use those parts to repair that. And while I'm at it, let's go back in here. Look, I found the problem. Oh, it sucked all of it out. Okay. Well, alright then. Let's go ahead and finish up this disrepair. Finishing up the teardown. Ended up grabbing too much. Again, as usual. I'm also going to have to figure out a nice little claw system to make this thing work. Oh, the inventory's full. Alright, that's reasonable. So in the workshop, we're going to have at least a printing bay to print off new stuff. Alright, let's not hide it. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, we've got uranium coming in. I've got 2 other refineries that just are not working at the moment. Now this is just pulling uranium out and just putting it into here. That is actually kind of wild. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm going to blacklist all of the ores because some stuff just requires more equipment. Let me look in here. Yeah, I see that right there. And I was already checking that because I was thinking, I bet you there's something in there I want to move to the other area. There we go. Put that ice there. This is just grabbing stuff out like crazy, I swear. Now then, let's go ahead and take this out. And I'll keep... Alright, now while we're at it, let's go ahead and add the last of my, or at least the last for now, cargo. Booyah. Alright, so what this is going to do, and how this is going to work, I'm going to haul off and start cutting into this. And as I cut into this cargo container, let's make sure this one is That's what I thought. It's got stuff in it. Move quickly before it has a chance. There we go. Now I can just move back and forth and just weld this last one up. And then everything will basically go where I want it to go. Let's throw all that stuff in there. Number 2. We'll go ahead and start removing this.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. What am I... Oh, it's just a couple of plates, it looks like. Alright, interior plates. That's it. Let's go ahead and lock this baby in. And we just need those last couple interior plates and we're done.
Inventory full.
Oh, Lord, there's a lot more of those than I thought. Alright, we got all that figured out. Let's put everything there. Or put some more stuff in there. Now then, I need a... This is interesting. Let's go ahead and tear this down. I'll tear those down. And I'll tear this out to...
Inventory full.
Frick. Okay. I need some steel. Actually, do I have steel on me? No, that's not what I need. Inventory. No. Let's throw all this back down into this cargo container here. And while I'm at it, let me grab some steel right here. Then I can grab the other parts that are up there while I'm at it. Alright, all that good? Okay. Alright, here's what we're... Whoa, now. Okay. Here we go. I'm just booking it now. We'll set this in here. Go down to a curved tube. I'll set a curved tube there. Set something there. And then we'll do that as well. We'll grab all this up and we'll weld up all this. I think I can probably just grab everything outside here. Cannot withdraw 6 steel plate. Oh, yes, I don't have... Ah, frick. What was I thinking? I can't get that stuff out of there because there's no way to get into it. Oh, man, I feel stupid. Fortunately, I'm right here next to the assemblers, so I can take everything out that I need temporarily. That's basically done. Let me drop down here. We'll get the last piece of the puzzle in here, and that's not it. Honestly. Let me see here. Let's grab a steel plate. 10 of them. And while I'm at it, we'll grab a few more of those. Hello. Did I not get a steel plate? How'd that happen? There we go. See? That's what you gotta do sometimes. Put that in.
Energy low.
Check here. Alright, I got 3 of these. There's that one. And we're going to get this one done. That way, everything will be all hooked back up. Now, for those of you that are wondering how you know if your system's all messed up, you want to know where the breaks are in your system, look for that little yellow part there. And what will happen is you see those yellow sections. When I hook all this up, come back in, they turn green when they're all connected. So it's just a wonderful little thing to know about. Let's go get some health, obviously. Or at least some energy backup. Now, we've built all of this. My mini miner is doing its job right now. I didn't get enough of a charge, but that's okay. I've reconfigured this thing here so it all works. So this area is now enclosed. I now need a means of getting into here and getting there. Why is this disconnected? That's not supposed to be a thing. I need more steel plate. Honestly. Where's that steel plate I just saw? There we go. Wait a minute. I don't want that. I want an air vent. Now we're talking. I didn't put one of these in because, dear Lord, I didn't have one. Nice. Now I'm gonna put something here where I can walk up, and I may do a half stair here somewhere, where you can just walk up and go right up into the next room. Kicker is where to put it. Putting a half stair here, going up in there, and that'll be like the main bridge up top. It's not going to be the most effective thing. This is like, I have been building this thing and making it work. Eric Evans, green is good. Ladder shafts work well. Yeah, ladder shafts work really well, especially the new ones. Have you seen the new ones? The catwalks. The catwalk one is wild. You can't even get it in the ladder section. You have to go into this area. Let me find that one. That thing is impressive. Look at this thing. Actually, that'd be the best option. Slap that bad boy right there. And just put them too high. And then you could just climb right up to the next area. That would actually work. This is a one build anyway. It's a... Oh, wait a minute. I don't need to do that because I'm also doing a thing in the back here. I can just put a big ladder shaft in. Right down through this sucker on the side, and then you could get out at any level you wanted. Alright, Evans. That's a great idea. We're going to do that. Just as soon as I figure out how that works, how I'm going to implement that nonsense. Alright, there's just a nice hole here. And we've run into our first problem. Okay, I'm going to have to figure something out here. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to do it. I hate to do it. Okay, we're gonna let me get myself oriented here so I know what I'm looking at. Where am I? Okay, this is the refinery area. Chop these sections out.
Inventory full.
Okay, yeah, I know it's full. Hang on. Yeah, we'll do that. The only issue I see with this building like this is I have everything to build this stuff with? Okay, we'll do that. Let me find a means to accessing this. Right there, all components successfully withdrawn. I'm gonna have to set up some serious oxygen for this thing also. There we are. How do I get to this? There we go. All components successfully withdrawn. There we are. And now all I need is one more. And that'll actually help, especially when gravity is engaged. The only problem is if you start having multiple people in here. Well, we'll figure that out later. I will figure that crap out later. Huh. Huh. It's yellow. Why is it yellow? Ah, this is the problem, child. Like I said, we found yellow. Okay. And let's just fix that back up there, and we'll shove another. Shoving a whole new block in here. Want to know what I want to do with what I plan to do with this missile system? Absolutely, go for it. Okay, so we have a section here where you can drop down. Go here. I'm thinking about taking this whole area out so you just walk directly in there. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Well, I know what I got to do with this. I'm turning this into the shop. So you cut all this stuff out and convert this into more of a shop building area. Whew, lots of things getting done. Check here. All right, the nickel is starting to build back up. Let me check here. How many refineries are now operating at capacity? Yeah, only one. All right, it's working. I'm on a PvP server, and I'm gonna stick it on the moon inside a safe zone directly under one of the two most popular stations to fight something. Oh god, dude. That's right, because they're drones. They're not affected by the system. Oh god. You gotta well supply that thing, man. You gotta give that thing plenty of supplies. So we can just have some fun with it. And just watch that thing just tear things apart. That's a good idea. That is just a great idea right there. Just a grade A F you kind of situation. Let me look here. Do I have... Yeah, I can connect over to this way. I can set in 2 more connections. But first I want to get another miner going. And we're also at the staging point of we have all the stuff we really need at the moment. What I need to do is start building up this section here, or working on this area where I'm going to have more equipment. So I need to, what do I need for catwalks? I need to work on the catwalks. Let's grab some catwalks here. Where is the industrial catwalk block? There we are. Alright, I need construction components to make all this work. I've got some construction components, but I'm just going to grab a few more just to make things really help out here. And what I want to do... There. There we go there. Now, I'm going to be able to walk through all these. That helps. That helps a lot. Do I need that wide of a... I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I think I can get by with just the... Let me see. I think I can get by with just the one. So that works there. I know what everyone's thinking. Oh, Badger, what are you going to do about the door? I'm going to put the new door in. The new one that's like kind of smaller. All right, let's go in here. Eric Evans just finished a Star Trek small grid Danube class runabout that has large grid ore detector attached via a large grid rotor with a small grid head. It is great for space-based prospecting. It also doubles as a 4-man survival pod. Nice. I may not be able to shoot from inside a safe zone, but I bet I can launch missiles from inside one. I am wondering, I bet that is something you can just straight up do. I bet that is something you can straight up do, and there's not... Keen probably hasn't considered that one. We're about... You're going to be like... You're going to invent a new law, man. Bam, look at that. Look how nice that looks. That just looks amazing. Let's go ahead and cut the rest of those out. And replace them with that more narrow block. There we go. There's another one. This way I've got this nice little area where it'll open up and look good. Or... I just remember I was going to do something different there. I just remembered I think I was going to do that in such a way to where I could still access all these things. I may just have to do that with a jetpack. I want the cool factor. And the way this catwalk is set up will just be cool. Okay. Never underestimate cool factor, folks. It makes things look amazing. Alright, oh shoot. Just remembered I've got to... Builders at capacity now. You can hear the other refineries just kicking in. Oh, he is close. That's a freighter. Yeah, maybe he won't be stupid and come up here and get into a major fight with me. One can dream. But he is getting within a 5-meter tolerance. Something's about to give here in a minute. Something may be about to give here in a minute. I'm afraid if he gets within 5 meters, he is coming my way. And that ain't going to be good. Not for either of us. Him especially, but... Now,
Energy low.
I wonder what a series of speed modules will do. Da, 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 da. There we go. I like those new ones. There we go. Let's see here. Jackdaw, it's never a war crime the first time. Nope. And it's also called the Geneva Suggestion for a reason. On the checklist if you're in Canada or Ireland. Eric Evans, wonder if clang or rotor guns work inside of safe zones. Yeah, they should, honestly. Rotor guns should work because it's not a weapon. At least the system doesn't recognize it as a weapon. Oh, good lord. We're creating problems now, boys. Can't really use those in PvP, Jackdaws. Eric Evans, just play survivals, so why not? Jackdaws, but then I'm not shooting at players. Yeah, until the new update comes out, we're going to see just how awesome the NPCs are going to be here pretty soon. Eric Evans, yeah, the new passage blocks rock. Oh, I love those things. My God, I can finally create a ship that's as cramped as I want it to be. It's like I can build the cramped ship you've ever seen in your life, and it's glorious. What did I jump out for before the system filled up? There's a fun time. There's a fun time. There we go. Alright, so I got all the catwalking built in. Let's make these things faster. What will it take? Oh, speed modules, nothing. What about that? Okay, I need superconductors for yield module. We're going to do speed modules and all this stuff. Let me get some steel plates. We're going to start getting these things go faster. Because if I can pull off making... we can pull that small upgrade up at least. Here we go. I have an idea. Let's... like that. This still works if you do it sideways like this. There's that one. We're going to build this up here, like so. All of these are getting the speed module upgrade. I don't have the platinum for the yield module. Once these things get going, like really going, oh man, we're going to really see some fun times then. Okay, that should have been 8 of them. That should be everything I need. Well. Oh boy, I'm moving way too fast right now. let's, I can't go out that way because I'm running into that nonsense. Let's pop over here. All components tested withdrawn. This will be the last one. And then I think... Alright, that should be 8. Getting that one built. Alright, there's only one way to get through here, and that's through this section of the ship. Get stuff now. This is getting more and more difficult as I go on. Alright, we just got 2 more to build. Just 2. Alright, we have all our components. We are cooking with gas right now. Hop through there. And there we are, folks. We have full speed modules on all the refineries. So that should give us... Refineries should be done. Yeah, they're finished. I'll just sit here and wait till he gets done with the job. Because of the speed it's going to work now. Now I've got to do some exploration and find some cool stuff. Lips, sup, man? What you doing? Let's see. I like the stowaway hallway lighting block especially. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go find gold. Yes, I need to go find some gold, don't I? I am sleep and hot. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, we're going through fall right now where I'm at. I forgot you're over there in Europe having fun with that one. Let's see. We've got all this running. Gold's not an issue. I've got like a stack of gold right there. This is running pretty good. It'll keep all our systems chill and okay. I don't need to worry about it too much. So we're not going to worry about that at the moment. What I am going to do, we need to work on this. I need to get as much of this cut out as I can so that I can start working on the actual shop.
Inventory full.
I need to figure out what's faster, the elite grinder or a dual stack of one things. People need to know. What we got? We got a ion thruster right there. That ain't gonna be good. Let me put this in here. I'll see just how fast these industrial refinery just went to town on. Oh, it is eating it now. Let's just see how quick this goes. To get up here, where's the industrial refinery? Drop. Dang. I think it's safe to say we need to build another drum. I think 4 is going to work, and with this system running like it is, it's going to be awesome. But it's morning, yes. It's about 1:02 where I'm at. I'm in a domesticated swamp. Same here. I'm in a currently dry swamp. If it rains, we're gonna have a nice wet one. Speed module is the only module I use. Yield and power don't do anything for me. Yeah, Florida or Australia. Jack Dawes, there's gold in the rock you're on. Yes, I know. I know. I was just mentioning that. Left so high of water, air heat, Netherlands. Oh, wow. Eric Evans in Oklahoma, August. My nether regions get swampy too. Yes, that's the worst part about. That is the worst part about living in a former swamp is the humidity, man. It's like you. One, I was listening the other day. Two black guys were talking about it. One guy said he was like from Chicago up north, and he goes, man, how do y'all handle it down here? And the other guy goes, I told you you shouldn't have been shaving your balls last night. It's like, good lord, that was too much information. TMI, TMI. Let's see, Leps. There's so much water here, so with even a little heat, it gets bad quick. Yes, yeah. Like here in Missouri, you can have a small shower. It'll drop the temperature by about 5 degrees for a few minutes, then humidity will jack the temperature up like 10 or 15 degrees. It's wild. Jack Dawes. Eric Evans, yield is the only thing that gets you
Energy
more
low.
ingots per unit of ore. If you're not using 4 yield in a refinery, you're wrong. Eric Evans, I know, but I am not that patient for that. Yeah, that's the other issue I'm running into right here. I can't be patient with this. I've got to get this thing to pumping out ore as fast as possible. I've got to. Plus, with the miner is just going to start bringing things back as fast as this system is now tearing through stuff. It is now with the speed module. It's now justifying another miner, so I don't have to worry about too much stuff. I can just start tearing into it. Right now, what we're doing, for those that are wondering, I'm ripping in this to try and convert most of it into a shop building on the side here, so I can build stuff.
Full.
Oh, whoops. Man, that thing is fast. I can actually put stuff in here, and then I can remove it later. So we're not going to go with these doors. I was going to go with these doors, but that's not going to help me if I'm going to make things work. Okay, I need to see how far this comes out. Yeah, this thing here is going to have to go. We're going to take that engine out. Oh man, that's going to be ridiculous. Actually, that's where the crab is going to come in really handy. That's where the crab's going to come in real handy. Let's take this out. I was going to
Inventory full.
build this, and I realized that's probably not a good idea to do. That's probably not going to do what I want it to do. So we're not going to build those. We're going to inset this a bit. I'm going to pull out the old handy dandy torch. Alright, we got that built up. Let's go ahead and we're just going to grind on this. Removing what we need to remove in order to start the main door system. Alright, we got that little door there. I want to keep it. Okay, we got that figured out. Okay, yeah, alright. That's overdone. Let's go ahead and weld the rest of this up over here. Alright, we'll do that and weld this stuff up here. Okay, let's see. Mobility struggle with humid titty. Yeah. It's nice to look at, though. Lefts, I usually use 2 of the speed and 2 of the yield. Yeah, I would too, but I don't have any platinum or silver to do that with, unfortunately, at the moment. I may change them. I might swap out a couple of them for some higher yield and just give it a little more speed, but that'll be a thing I'll have to do later. Eric Evans, my yield modules are more drill heads. Yes, that's another way of getting around it. Leps, I think we can all agree no one uses power module. Yeah, why? You just slap another nuclear reactor in there and a couple more batteries. Elijah Postel, hello, how's it going? Going pretty good right now. We're doing a pretty good stream at the moment. Pretty late to be doing a stream for me, but I usually miss them, so why not? Yeah. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to go, because it's 1:08 where I'm at. I'm going to have to get off here soon. I'm just working on the shop building again. Ray Bundy, I use 1 speed, 3 yield. How much does the speed module give you exactly? I know it does a little bit. I'd just like to know how much it actually does. Okay, let's go ahead and yank this one. And I'm going to replace that. Well, hold on. I'm going to weld that. And then I'm going to replace that one. Weld it up. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Since we got this giant doorway, I'm going to do a through deck with this entire build. Let me get to my hangar doors. Number 8. Warfare hangar door, warfare hangar window, warfare hangar door 2. Let's do a number 2 there. A warfare hangar door. Window. And just kind of manipulate this here so it all looks kind of interesting. It's not entirely messed up. Okay, we got that working there. Now, if I recall, I think that's going up to 2 there. And so I'm going to have to cut a section out here. Alright, yeah, I'm right. There we go. Let's grab them. Come on down here and put some steel plates in. And that's where we stop. Apparently at that moment, that ain't going to work anymore. Alright, so we're going to have this nice area here. Let me grab all this. Alright, now I can just start grabbing stuff out of here and start building these doors up. At the very least, I'd like to get these doorway done on the top. Make it look nice. Make it look nice. Then on top of that, I gotta pipe everything, which is gonna be also fun because we gotta make a welding pad in here as well, a 3D printer, so I can print off more little ships and stuff.
Energy low.
Boy, this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna push it though. I'm gonna push it. Once we got 23. Yeah, we can do that. This will be a nice massive door. We're gonna be able to put some stuff in. I don't know. Might be able to put a pretty good sized ship in here. So I'll be able to rebuild fighters. We're going to be able to rebuild The idea is to have a printer in here so I can print off all the fighters I need, while still having an area where I can work on the fighter afterward, you know, piping up the guns and everything, making all those work. Jeez, that's a lot of steel plate. I hope I've got enough. There we go. This is getting somewhere, I'm not gonna lie. It's getting somewhere. All components successfully withdrawn. Alright, we got this last bit here. And then I just got to add a bit to this one. And this door here should be finished.
Critical.
Oh boy, I'm fixing to run down. I'm fixing to run down, folks. We're fixing to run down. Yes, we got it all done. I'm at 7% power. Pulled that one close. Look on through here. Renegade Bundy gives you 230% refining speed and 165% yield. I didn't know that. Oh, that's what I need to do. Jackdaws, I use power modules when I'm building a refinery on a literal respawn pod. Yeah, that works. Lips, heresy, but understandable. Jackdaws, I've sustained a survival pod build up on solar before. You end up looking like an overblown communication satellite, but there you go. I thought about building a long-range survival, like, group mothership base with a solar ring, with the new solar pods and a couple of hinges. It'd be a wild, clangy thing, but it would look pretty good. Evans, Eric Evans, now that more folks are on, what's your approach to AAA point defense? Thinking about getting the Mech Warrior mod out and just putting on a bunch of long-range lasers. If you can imagine that. Okay, that will definitely do the job. Okay, let's cut that out there, so I can then build back a new system there, which would build that back. Let's go ahead here and number 2. We're gonna cut this little corner out, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna. I don't know. I'll mess with this later. We'll mess with that later. Alright, 8. This will be the easiest way to do it. Put that in there. Actually, I need to take all these doors and close them real quick. Okay, not like that. Let's go down here and find the doors. Where are the doors? Doors, 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 doors. There we are. And close them. Because I want to see where my windows are at. There we are. So there's the window. There's a window there. And there's a window there. That's kind of working. I kind of want to rip this one out and put it right there, but we'll work with this. I didn't realize how that looked. That's actually kind of insane looking. I should have done something different there. Actually, I should take the window out there and swap these two around is what I should do. I'll do that after I get the whole system. Now that I know what it is I'm looking at here. Let's see. What is this one? Warfare Hangar Door 2. Okay, we're going to put a Hangar Door 2 right here. Hey. Hangar Door 2. Eh? I put the wrong one in. Tell me I did not just put the wrong one in. Good Lord. Hangar door, and then a windowed hangar door. We'll go back. Modern Warfare 2. Back to this one. Then use Warfare 2. Hangar door. Windowed. Hangar door. Oh yeah. That'll look much better. Once it gets in, that'll look way better. I also need to lock everything in. Alright, let's start blitzing this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. That's all 8. So this new set of doors should look way better than the old one. The first I did. It should look way better. Oh, yes, and I ran into a problem I hoped I would not run into. But we're here. Come on, baby. Alright, let me find that in inventory there. We have an issue. Something's backed up there. One of these assemblers. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm running low on like steel plate. I'm gonna have to take some of this stuff and start distributing it. I need 200 steel plate, and I am running low on that already. Huh, look at that. Hey, Badger, you're already low on stuff. Look at there. Alright, let's hope I can get the rest of this in here. It's building as quick as it can, but I need those pretty darn quick now. Let's see, maybe I can... Let's grab the rest of the production here. Assembler 3. Let's put about 2,000 on that one. 2,000 there. And 2,000 on that one. Industrial assembler, why are you failing me right now? Are you industrial assembler? Oh, it's full of silicone. Really? My God. You have to rename that one Pamela Anderson. There we go. Steel production is really ramping up now. Let's go ahead and nab that guy too. Now you probably see how this door is going to look after I get it done. You'll see how the new door is going to look over the old door. Or the first way I did it, because I didn't really notice what I was doing. And the other method looks way better. As fast as that's working, it's not as fast as this drill or this welder. Running low on power too. Yeah, it's producing fast though. Let's just see. Let's just get this thing all fully geared up while I'm sitting here waiting, because I'm running low on power anyhow. Dang, chat just took off. Okay, let me try to read through some of this while I sit here and wait for this to catch up. More or more or less autocannon turrets, custom or small grid. If I'm lazy. Eric Evans the same. Elijah Postel depends on the ship I'm building. Leps Gatlin is kind of bad. Yeah, they can be. Eric Evans, nothing like 8 autocannon ball turret to delete drones and missiles. Low damage does nothing against heavy armor even with small grid. That's Leps. Same reason why I have heavy armor tip on missiles. Ah, yeah. Gatlins work if you're in a ship because you need that constant stream of fire. They're pretty good for like a marker. If you want like a constant stream of tracers out there so you can see where the ammunition is kind of hitting, and then just load up maybe some autocannons.
Energy low.
Elijah Postel, I mainly build for looks, so whatever looks best and right, Leps fair. Yeah, I've most of my builds are for looks. If I wanted to build something really tactical, I'd build some kind of really slanted diamond looking design from the front, and then just load turrets up on it from all ends, and then have a really good amount of rotation in it for the gyros. Leps fair, yeah. Elijah Postel, my cruiser is has Gatling custom turrets. Yeah. Elijah Postel, my Corvette has some custom autocannon turrets that'll work out. Yeah, those are powerful. The problem is getting a good hit. You need almost 4. And that's another thing. I wish Space Engineers would put in a system without timer blocks where you could salvo fire the rounds, so you were not limited so much by that. Leps, every ship I make has custom autocannon turrets. At least the ships after warfare, yeah. That autocannon was just amazing when I first got it. The thud off of it, the round's impact, I was like, oh wow, this is going to be a game changer. Elijah Postel, they are better than the standard turrets and really customizable. Yeah, those are like when Warfare did the whole, hey, look, we're gonna do custom turrets and everything. That just made Space Engineers go. At that point, I was like, oh, hey, now I can make custom turrets. The only thing we need now is the ability to make uh, thrusters work off-grid and turn them into vector thrusters. Because then you're building some cool stuff then. You're building some really cool stuff. Energy's critical, Badger. You know you're about to die. Yes, but I've got to weld up this damn door. I gotta fix this damn door. Guarantee one thing, if I was Peter Parker's renter, that door would be fixed every day. Aha, there we go. Now let's recharge. We'll test that door out. See how the new one looks, and then I'm gonna have to build stuff around it. I don't know, I may have to take a few minutes off, get some sleep, and then come back at this on lunch today. Because it is today. It's not nothing else. It's a today. We're at a today. All right, let's ow, hit my head. Turn this on. Now the new door that I just built should look. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, that's a cool feature. When did we do that? Okay. Usually you hit that and the whole thing just goes nuts. Yes, I know I'm probably irritating people by doing the death scroll, but doom scrolling down this thing, but all right, the new door should look amazing. Yeah, check that out. That's different. Let's look at it from the outside. Let's take a look. Yeah, that door, I need to move this one over here and replace that. The problem is there's nothing underneath. I'll have to build a floor for that one eventually. We've got another idiot in a commercial freighter who doesn't understand the area that he's in at the moment. And I got to thinking about this. I think what I want to do is I want to take that ridge right here and replace it with this number 2 block right here. Just give it a little more differentiation over everything else. Now we have a zone that we can open up, and it'll be like a through deck when we get started. You can just open this thing up, turn it on, and you will have a printer bay over here, probably some areas to stock up some units or whatnot. I don't know if I'll put a door on this end because I don't see a reason for it. With the through deck, there's really not a reason to put that on there. And I'll have to go through this and figure out this doorway here, add some stuff in, and then cut this area out flush with the door so that we'll be stuck up next to it. But I've got to maintain, I'm going to have to find the edges of this thing and connect them so that when when I go through here and start cutting all this and putting it into place, the hangar area doesn't break off as I start cutting things out, because that's a very real possibility at this point. I could accidentally cut this thing and it'll go floating outward. But yeah, we could put a slope right up here that matches this slope. We could do this one right here and just run these half blocks. That's all you'd really need. And then I can have bays, I can have hangars, I can have all that good stuff in there. That'll just work. I don't have to worry about anything, getting out of control, getting crazy. Let's see, how's our refineries working right now? They have already finished eating everything. I'm currently making more steel plate. Let's see. I've got lots. We've got a decent amount of nickel. Well, we don't have hardly a lot of nickel, but we've got a decent amount. And this has just been eating through it right now, building metal grids and everything. So I've got everything I need. I need to get rid of some of this gravel. I need to consider more reactor components, and I need to consider going out and finding more stuff to build things with. I also need to finish up these 4 bays so I can build 4 more miners, and then I can concentrate on things that I really, really need at the moment. I can concentrate on stuff to build that I really need. I can have 1 miner go into town on the iron. I could just set it up right here and have it go to town on the iron and the gold right now. Let it eat that out. I can have this miner just still going to get magnesium. I can have another one going to get, the nickel. I can have another one go get magnesium. And then whatever really I need, I could just send out to a signal out here. So I've got access to every resource but platinum and silver. And once I get platinum and silver, it'll be much easier to build the jump drive system. And I think I'm going to upgrade this area here, build up, and then I got to figure out where I'm going to put thrusters. I think we're going to put 2 thrusters here, 1 large thruster pointing up, and have 1 large thruster pointing down. We've already got 1 pointing down, but I would like to open that area up a bit more. Point 1 down here, or just set up 2 large thrusters here and 2 large thrusters pointing up, and then build probably a 4 large thruster area here and just expand the engine room. Probably set it up to where I can add 2 more custom turrets to this thing so that I can just provide heavy fire. And then we can put custom turrets down here to provide fire down in the bottom. So we've got a lot of gunfire coming off the back, a lot of gunfire coming off the side, and then these bays right here are just going to be... Eventually I will build those into custom turrets, I suppose, and then we'll have to add some turrets up top here just to turn this thing into a type of carrier that can get the job done quickly and easily. And I think I'm going to bubble these in, and then I need to come up with some way to get in there and work on all that whenever it comes to a point. But yeah, that's working out really good. I think I'm going to take this. I kind of want to keep the glass here. I kind of want to just cut this out. Let's do that real fast. Let's just cut this stuff out. There we go. Alright, I can cut that out, and all of that just starts running through there really good, looking nice. And then I'll just add large windows going across there and across the front here, so then we can just see what's happening. We've also got this area down at the bottom that you can walk through. And then I've got to somehow get a gravity generator built, which, thinking about it, I was just thinking just now, it may not be a bad idea. I can't get no missiles up and running, but maybe we should try to take on one of the military escorts when it comes by, because I can get the missiles I need for the A-Wing. At the same time, I could take out some of its guns. The problem is those dang missiles will start shooting. And the A-Wing with Gatling guns is good, but getting shot at by all the A-Sprite's Gatling guns is not something I'm planning on doing. It's not a good idea. But we could get I could get everything I need to mess it up. Let's see. What everyone's saying here. My cruiser has Gatling custom turrets. Elijah Postel. My Corvette also has some custom autocannons. Leps, every ship I've made has custom autocannon turrets. Well, nice. Yeah, the custom autocannons are just great, especially when you walk in there with a ship and it's just like ka-thud, 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 ka-thud. You're just pounding on something at that point. They are way better than the standard turrets and really customizable. Elijah Postel. It's 2:30 here in the morning and I need to get some sleep. Yeah, I'm probably going to get some sleep too. It's 8:30-ish, so that's about 1 to 2 a.m. here? Yeah, probably. Have fun with your doors, Badger. Elijah Postel. Yeah, I'm getting them done. Eric Evans, Warfare 3 suggestions, railgun, large grids, small grid turrets, large grid autocannon turrets. Yeah, we're doing these Gatling turrets because they'll suffice for now until we can build something custom. When I build something custom, I will probably put a container here and probably put some type of sorter so I can just fill these up full of ammo. And then I'm probably just going to load this up with a bunch of autocannon turrets so that when I'm just sitting here working, all of a sudden I hear a god-awful noise of gunfire going off. I'm like, okay, what is attacking the Phoenix this time? Let's see. Leps, Warfare 3 needs 5x5 turrets. Maybe. What's a battleship without a main gun? You can build a triple battery battleship pretty easily. With the new camera turret, that makes a triple battery railgun turret possible. You could just build that jug. That's what we need to do. I need to build down here. I'm now losing my mind again, folks. Down here, or underneath this saltpot right here, would be perfect. We should build a giant, massive railgun, twin barrel. that we can turn into combat zone. Be like, okay, yeah, this guy's gonna die. You fire massive railguns and then probably put a massive railgun turret up here, so it can just fire down in that direction. We've got two massive, huge railgun turrets that can just do damage and rip apart things. And then I need to take this section here and build back the shipyard. I think I'm just going to turn this into a shipyard right here, where we can just load up. This is where the cargo ship is going to go, or one of the. Probably just have two zones here, where I can load up, or have a two zone docking, so I can load in two corvettes, and then we can have a corvette bay over here. So the ship can have two main corvettes running, and then I also got to build a. Probably I want to put 6 individual launch pads here just for fighters. We can put those in. Or I could somehow finagle the fighters right here onto a secondary layer. And then I could actually put 2 areas here for corvettes, or even a frigate bay right here. Just a large area for a frigate. And then work that around. But yeah, lots of things to do. And my little miner is coming back. We got to get the bay. I think what I'm going to work on now. I can work on these things anytime. I can work on more storage. All that's doable any point in time. I think what I need to do is I need to get in the next live stream. I need to concentrate on getting the 4 miner bays done. And then once those are complete, turn around and work on the shop so that I can get the 3D printer going. So I can just 3D print off the miners I need and send them out and put them on grid. And then I can start those just coming and going the whole time. They can just come in and go, do what they got to do, and get their job done. So these things should come in, be perfectly fine. Like right here, see? That thing just comes in. It goes up to about there. So if I put another set of launch bays right up here, or landing pads for the A-wings, I can put a bunch of those up there. I can have a bunch of A-wings ready to go. And then we can turn this into a frigate bay, and we will just arm the frigate bay somehow with extra guns, so it can just pound away on whatever stuff comes this way. We're going to be hitting it. Stuff comes this way. We're going to be hitting it. We're going to custom turrets all over the dang place, and just be doing some awesome damage. What just happened there? I think my game's telling me it's about to kick me out. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see. Also may revamp, maybe a revamp of damage so that not every large grid weapon is a glorified sniper. There's something. They even made assault and artillery have explosion effect without explosion damage. Yeah, really you need those guns, should have explosive damage, and the railgun should be doing penetration damage. That's what it should be doing. Let me get a nice little money shot here. There we go. You guys can check that out while I'm sitting there in this. Let's also zoom in on my pretty face here while I'm sitting in the cockpit. Let's see here. So what's better? What part of the shipbuilding process do you enjoy? Internals or the external shell? It is really figuring out how you get the internals to fit inside and then putting the shell on top of it. It's a little bit of both, honestly. Because you'll build something and then all of a sudden you'll think, oh, I'm good. Then you'll look over and you'll see your vent and you're like looking at the vent and it's all yellow and you're like, wait, where the fuck is that leak? And then you're just the leak mod is great to have. That's like a must-have mod that I put on there. Renegade Bundy, 4:36 p.m. here. Oh wow, man. Y'all fixing to be heading to bed. Leps, but railguns are too big to make look good. Bull. Okay, Leps, you have done it now. I will personally build a nice large grid railgun. Uh, Probably do twin barrel. It will look amazing when I get finished with it. I promise you, it'll be an amazing railgun. You'll be sitting there looking at it, going, "Holy crap! Look at that railgun! I said you couldn't build a nice railgun turret, and Badger went in there and made a railgun turret. Looks so beautiful. We're all looking at it saying, my God, he made a good-looking turret." We'll go from there. Let's see. Railgun small grid bolt turrets are fun as well. Oh, yes. Yes. Especially if you can salvo fire those jokers. Just a quick burst of railgun fire coming out of nowhere. I have made a 3x arty turret, but it's not exactly optimal. Well, the artillery cannon is just weird. If you're going to have the custom grid, they should have made that one like twice as long. It's not about just long barrel guns, they're just amazing. Like, we all love the part in Batman, was it Batman 1985, where the Joker rips out the long barrel 22? They actually sell that thing in stores now. You can buy that thing at Academy. It's a long, like 3 foot of barrel for a 22 long rifle. I'm like, ain't no way you're getting all the power out of that thing. Eric Evans agreed. Leps, piping it up is the worst. Oh yeah, yeah. Piping is difficult because you got to figure out where everything's at. That's why you see a lot more ion builds nowadays than you see a lot of hydrogen builds. And people do hydrogen builds. Let's see how that's working. Yeah, that's my little miner, I think, building up. But anyway, here we are. Station's looking, our ship is looking pretty good. We're getting the station to, it's gone from, it's, right now it's a station, but eventually it's going to be a full-blown ship. As soon as I can find some platinum and I can start making my own ion thrusters, we can start putting those in. Or we can start just installing hydrogen. That would be interesting, to build hydrogen thruster capability. Tear down all of these and just reconvert this thing into a twin hydrogen. Yeah, 2 hydrogen engines would be enough to lift this thing and move it, just to push it forward. That's the way. That may be the way. That may be the way, everyone. 1989 from Eric Evans. Yeah, my bad. I'm always near full hydro. Yes, hydrogen works great. Eric Evans, that and H2 now goes really kablooey. Um, I I don't know. Have you read, Eric? Have you seen the baffled hydrogen tanks that I build now? There's a video to it on the channel. Go check it out. It's in the tips. It is like one of my better videos, like thousands of views on it. You basically create a Star Trek Enterprise like hydrogen cell, but if it takes a hit, it goes kablooey, but it's got enough baffling system in it that it doesn't damage the next, it doesn't destroy the next one over. Reggae Bunny, they need to make it so you can go into conveyor pipes, which would make it a bit easier to figure out where you effed up. Really? Here's what I haven't figured out. Why do we not have a Willis duck that doubles as a dadgum reinforced pipe? That's what I haven't figured out. Ion doesn't explode by Eric Evans. Yeah, that's true. That is one of the safeties of Ion. That's why some people will build full Ion military ships, because you don't have that explosive thing except in your storage tanks when you load those up with ammo. Yeah, those are another thing that go kablooey. Uh, you got to kind of do what Get Brocked and them do on their deal in Outlands, where they take all of the ammunitions and they just create ammo caches through the ship. That way you don't have one big nuclear bomb sitting inside of your ship or anything. Leps, but it doesn't have the power, so yeah, you need twice or thrice the thrusters. I've seen that before. I think it takes I think you're right. I think it takes like 3 times as many ion thrusters to equal one hydrogen thruster. I may be wrong. Linear gravity drive with ion maneuvering thrusters. Yeah, that's a good one. Using the linear gravity drive stuff, getting to speed, that works out. For your ship might be the way to go. Yeah, that may be the way to do it. They need a next level of hydrogen tank that makes solid state hydrogen tank, which when destroyed doesn't detonate as violently. But then we don't get the cool explosions. That's what we need that for. We need that for explosions. Solid state hydrogen storage is a thing. Yeah, I know. They one time run a Corvette on it. Well, here's the thing, guys. I would love to keep talking, but my phone is My phone is how I talk to you guys, and it's at 4% right now, fixing to die. So I'm gonna hop off now, and I'll probably be back on at. Oh, here comes the drone. Here comes Mike the Miner coming back. I gotta build him some siblings. But I'll be back on probably around 12 today. At some point. 12 for me at least. So we'll be doing the lunch stream then. Just all the weird stuff that happened. I just could not get to the game today until tonight. So this has been a good stream though. I've been watching. We got up to about 9 people at one point. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will say good night. I'm gonna sleep probably till about 9, and then I will be getting up tomorrow. So anyway, enjoy the sleep, guys, and those of y'all that are waking up on the other side of the world, good morning. And as usual, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty. Hopefully we'll get this thing done, and this thing will be probably an interesting little ship. When I get it done, I am definitely putting this up on the workshop for you guys to take a look at, run around in and check out. I'm going to try and get the interiors looking good and try to get it into. Y'all can take the Phoenix and go fly it out and do what you want with it as a base ship or whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys probably at 12 o'clock today, my time.